side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action, Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and didn't get it done.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure?
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jabril Cox in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action, Newton. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
But it's going to be second down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Throwing is Newton.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Henry out of the pistol. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on third down, Newton.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score of Falcons 7, Falcons nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
Fights off the defender. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Four yards remain for second down.
They go play action now. Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Big play coming here. It's third.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ryan. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They fake the give. Newton.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Newton now to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over a minute to go before halftime. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Sanders' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And it's 3rd and short.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They go play action with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again to Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Carter now on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Ryan.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first run.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Newton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerron Harmon.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Play action. Ryan. He's to the 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. It's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They run the counter. Henry.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan flushed out right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It's certainly, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Here's Carter now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, or every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Back now in Miami. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Derrick Henry. Fighting through, and he's got space. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Smith to return it. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have
the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
A 1st down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Newton eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively.
Here's Newton. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have those encounters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 9.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here's Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 23 yards on the play.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Newton.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. This is Henry. He can't get him down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coach is always about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he didn't knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
So for the Falcons, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard.